I'll get that. Well, Barnabas.
Good evening, Roger.
Well, please come in.
Thank you. I don't usually visit so unexpectedly.
Oh, that's all right. We don't stand on ceremony here. Here, let me take your coat.
Thank you.
Liz and I were just discussing you.
Were you?
Yes, I tried reaching you at the Collinsport Inn, but I didn't have any luck.
I'm terribly sorry. I should have let you know where to contact me.
We were wondering where you were staying.
Is Elizabeth here?
Yes, she's right inside. Come in. Liz, we have a visitor.
Barnabas, how nice to see you.
Good evening, Elizabeth. I hope I haven't disturbed you coming here unannounced.
Not at all. I want you to come as often as you like.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We were just wondering about your accommodations.
Oh, yes, my accommodations. They've been adequate.
Well, we thought that you might be more comfortable staying here with us.
How very thoughtful of you. Thank you so much. I've been thinking about changing my accommodation.
Ah, then you'll accept our invitation.
Well, not exactly. But I would like to make a counter-proposal.
Counter-proposal?
Yes, I thought it over very carefully, and there's something I'd really like to do.
What's that?
I'd like to move into the old house.
I don't understand.
I'd like to live in the old house.
But it's not habitable. It's in a terrible state of decay.
No, not decay. Disuse, perhaps. Lack of interest.
But nobody's lived there for many years.
That's the shame of it. Such a beautiful old structure, standing there so sadly empty, lonely.
Why do you want to live there?
That house has been on my mind for many years. I feel I belong there. I know every inch of it, everything about it. I was brought up with that house as the background to my family. I've watched my family gradually die away until I was the only member left of that entire branch of the Collins family. And we here in this house are all that is left of the entire family. Do you wonder why I feel so close to you? Why I've sought you out?
I can certainly understand that.
I must admit, I find it surprising that you exist at all.
What do you mean?
Well, I heard that your predecessor, Barnabas Collins, went to England, died there, unmarried.
I assure you that I'm the product of a proper marriage. You see, there was much bitterness in the family, and therefore lack of communication. There were even those who would like to have considered Barnabas Collins dead. But he lived on. He lived on and outlived his enemies. And so you can understand why I would like very much to live in that house.
Would you stay there long?
I don't know. I might not like it there at all, in which case I would leave. But I've looked it over very carefully, and I'm certain I'll be happy there.
But it's so dreary and morbid.
I find it suitable to me. I particularly want a quiet place.
There's no electricity,
I won't need electricity.
and the place is filthy.
I'll have it clean. Please, I want it understood that I'll be responsible for any expenses that may occur in connection with my staying there. I won't bargain with you, so you can charge me whatever rental fee you see fit.
We wouldn't think of charging you rent for that place.
Oh, that's very generous of you.
But I wish you'd reconsider staying here with us. I think you'd be much more comfortable.
Well, thank you so much for your offer, but I'm sure I'll be far more comfortable in the old house. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I shouldn't presume. I realize that I'm an intruder here.
Oh, you're anything but an intruder. I'm simply concerned about anybody staying in a place in that condition.
So am I.
Elizabeth, what other assurances would you like me to give you?
I'm not looking for assurance.
Well, what then?
It was just that I'm not ready to consider such a possibility.
I know my proposal comes at you rather suddenly, but I do wish you'd think it over carefully.
Well, you must admit it's a bit startling having a person of your obvious means wanting to live in such shambles.
Oh, my wealth has nothing to do with it. It's simply that Well, to live in that house is an experience I feel I won't be complete without. I'm afraid I'm pressing myself on you, and I don't want to do that. But I assure you that once I'm there, you'll see very little of me.
Oh, no, that isn't what I meant. I like you very much. In fact, I hope to see you often. It's just that I'm not ready to make such a decision.
Then please take as much time as you like. I will not violate any trust you put in me.
Well, I'll think about it for a few days and let you know.
Thank you very much.
And now, if you'll excuse me.
Of course.
Certainly, Liz.
I'm afraid my proposal caught her off guard.
Yes, it caught me off guard, too.
Is it so absurd to want to live in that house? Now tell me truthfully, and perhaps I'd better forget about it.
Oh, of course not. You're sensitive and sentimental. I can see that it would be quite meaningful to you.
Then perhaps you could help Elizabeth to think about it.
Yes, perhaps I could.
I'd be most grateful. Yes, most grateful.